I caught my boyfriend of 10 years cheating on me. This story is really long, but it's totally worth it. I am really broken and I don't know how to move on from this situation I found myself in. My thoughts are everywhere. I don't even know if I could actually write my true feelings into words. It's going to be a lengthy one, but I apologize for this. My man and I have been in a relationship close to a decade. We met at a JAMB Lesson Center in 2014. We both enrolled in it. We practically grew up together. He just about a year or 2 years older than me. He was my first. We both love each other, but now I am truly confused if he actually loved me as he portrays. At first, it was a long-distance relationship. We enrolled in different universities. He had his own life and I had mine, but it didn't stop the communication. At least he does most of the calling. In my 300 level, I got mixed up with friends that made me see him and being in a relationship differently. I felt he wasn't doing enough, which is truth, he wasn't. Those years, I never got a single gift for my birthday. I wasn't materialistic, but I would have appreciated his efforts even if his gifts were low quality. I complained to him and he said he didn't feel it was necessary to change. I came to the conclusion that he is a stingy guy. I had guys around me, but I felt their feelings weren't sincere. They just wanted to knock and get on. I felt safe in my boyfriend's space, even with his faults. He was everything to me. Mind you, he doesn't do any other thing for me, but to call and check up on me. When I felt my naivety has worn off, I started having issues with him for doing nothing but disturb me with calls. I finally broke up with him to date who I felt was more invested in me. The new guy practically worshipped me and cared for me and spent money on me. My heart longed for another. In a space of 2 to 3 months, I broke up with the new guy because he was a cheat. I tried to explore because I felt I haven't seen more in dating circle. But I always tried to see my boyfriend in them. Even with their money, I wasn't pleased. 4 months after breakup, we got back together. That after I pleaded and asked for forgiveness for breaking his heart. But I had to accept the way he is. He still doesn't make any efforts. Like he doesn't do anything for me, only to call me. During the course of our first half of our relationship, I found out he was cheating on me. I saw chats of him with so many girls on his phone. He flirts and asked some and sent their nudes and booked an appointment with some. This new discovery, then, was a huge blow to my face and my delicate heart. I trust him 101%. I used to brag to my friend that my guy can never cheat on me. I cried, he begged, and denied ever bedding any of these girls. That those chats didn't mean anything. That it was just a chat. I forgive him. At this point, I realized I was deeply in love with him because I used to be in denial. I stayed by his side because I felt he's a man I would want as a partner because he has a good temperament and he loves me. This happened during my NYC period. At this point, I started hanging out more with guys. I flirted with some. He felt I was cheating. I just needed to go out and have fun. He was close, but never there. We barely hang out. We only meet on weekend just to fuck. That was practically our lifestyle, but I needed more. He was more about work. His only chance was on Sunday. Sometimes I will have doubts if he actually loves me. He doesn't make efforts to invest in us. I started feeling because I was a low maintenance girl and I never asked for money. That's why he's sticking to me, plus the sex. But my birthday will come and go without a gift from him. Whenever I tried breaking up with him, he would plead with me and say I should stay back. On getting to the 7th year of being together, I felt like he needed to declare his stance in my life. I knew he wasn't rich, but I was willing to stay and grow with him. What I needed was an assurance from him. I just wanted to know my stance in his life. Not that I wanted the marriage to happen immediately. He was always evasive with his answer and backed it with a prophetic revelation that he was asked not to marry or leave a woman behind because he had intention of traveling abroad. That he will be in communication few years after traveling. His family will not be able to contact him. Hence, he doesn't want to marry and leave a wife behind. Blah, blah, blah. I can't really remember how he worded it. He concluded by saying his family loves me and are willing to foot the bills for the marriage, but he's unwilling because of his financial status. If I see someone that is willing to marry me, I should go ahead. I flared up and broke up with him because he was never upfront with his answer over the years. I accused him of wasting my time. I had suitors coming in, but I turned them down because of him, of which he knew some of it. He was always corny and victimizing with his reply over the years. He told me I was putting much pressure on him, but I felt I wasn't. I just needed to be sure of my stance in his life. The second major breakup lasted for a year. Within the 1 year of breakup, he called and was pleading. I hardened my heart because in his plan, he never for once gave me the answer I wanted. He just wanted me by his side to count on with the years. However, I got into a new relationship, which was promising, though it was a distance relationship. This new guy was outside the country. We never met physically. I and the new BF were in a 4 to 5 months relationship before I reconciled with my first BF. I missed him so much. I am no saint. I also have my flaws. I get angry easily and he's always the one provoking it. But I will end up escalating it. I say hurtful things to him when I am angry, but he never do the same thing to me. Rather, he keeps mute. We settle our differences. This time, he was ready to do the needful because he started progressing his masters to abroad. His plans was he will get married to me and I will join him shortly after he find his footing in the new country. I told him about the guy I was dating. I had to open up to him because I didn't know to lie. I opened up about my fears if he ended up not marrying as he promised. And I and the new guy were already talking about marriage. Not knowing that he already found out, I pleaded with him to give me some time to break it off with the new guy. But I ended up not doing it. The new guy was so good to me, I didn't know how to break up. Even when I broke up with him on some flimsy excuse, we ended up reconciling. At a point, my boyfriend thought I wasn't with the new guy anymore. I was too timing, but being me, who's always carefree, he usually finds out after each lie. When I begged him, he would forgive me. Finally, I had to break it off with the guy last year, December, to focus on him because he was being serious and I wanted to remain faithful. I had to shun every male friend by my side to focus on him and not create doubts on my faithfulness towards him. I am sorry for the lengthy message. I just needed you to understand my burden of this relationship because I stated my worries. This time, we reconciled and we tried to work on our relationship. He started improving by providing a little. At least there is a tinge of change. Not satisfactory, but manageable. I wouldn't say I know when he has money or not, but I try not to probe. However, I noticed he has more contact of ladies on his phone than men. He chats with them and deletes the chats. I usually complain. He will brush it off and give excuse of not having enough space on his phone, which leads him to deleting the chats. This didn't stop till I cried and showed him how insecure that made me feel. He apologized and tagged those chats as being meaningless and caused by boredom. That I am usually not online, and he prophesied his love to me only, but not those girls. He promised to chat less with the female contacts on his phone. This time, he became smarter with covering his tracks. I have never seen the content of those messages, but I knew it's something that would break my heart. This July, he developed the habit of planning on our date and end up not calling to cancel, but instead, when I asked him, he would tag it that he couldn't make it because of emergency. I was trying to build up trust with him, but his attitude this month brought it down to 0. One time, he told me he was visiting his male friend. When he was driving up, he picked up a call. I heard a lady's voice. She asked him whether he's still coming out. He explained to me that it was a fraud attendance, which I didn't buy his excuse, yet I didn't prove. Just few days ago, when I was coming back from work, I saw him in his car. I was surprised. I had to alight from the vehicle, only from me to notice he was with a girl inside his car. My heart sank when I saw him hugging and kissing the girl. I mean, French kiss. Obviously, they hanged out. He created out time to hang out with her after he dismissed from work, which has never ever done for me. I am broken. He denied at first, then I confront him, but he admitted to it after my interrogation. He's begging me. He had less than 3 months to travel. I don't know what to do. With all these years with him and his history of being in contact with girls is scaring me. I feel insecure. Get married soon. I am thinking of backing out. I am totally broken. How do I deal with this situation? It's been 2 days now. He has been begging me. I already told him we are over. My heart is too delicate to deal with this and lose a relationship of almost 10 years. Please help me. Advise me. Am I embarking on a lifelong mistake if I forgive him? Would he change? He loves me, I know, but will he change? Please, I'll be in the comment section.